I'm still like acting today. Like I finished a couple movies in the last few months, and I'm still like continuing to do that kind of thing. But music is like kind of like really where my focus is now, and where I really like am super passionate about. Because acting is super awesome and is fun, but I get to really like express myself through music. You know, headbanging to kill everybody. Like oh, yeah, I want to kill everybody. The window rolls down, and Skrillex just like pops his head out and points at me, and I just like stop. I just freeze. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then Rob's like, dude, go meet him.
Hi, this is Lauren Engel, Sidewalk talking here with Chandler Riggs.
What's up?
Thanks so much for like finding my stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, of course. super excited.
So you were born in, was that Atlanta or?
Yeah, I'm from Georgia.
Yeah.
That's where I like grew up and kind of got into acting and everything. Was in Georgia. I moved out here like in September.
Oh,
so,
recent.
Yeah, like 7 months ago.
Are your parents from Georgia as well? Or?
Yeah. My dad's from Savannah, Georgia. My mom's like from like right where I grew up. So.
What did they do?
My dad, actually they're both school teachers, but my mom was like more into theater and acting and everything, and she was kind of more of the reason why I really got into the whole business and everything. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wait, so what does your dad teach?
My dad taught special ed for like 25 years.
Oh, okay.
And then my mom taught like elementary school for like 17 years. But once I got on Walking Dead and kind of everything got rolling, they decided to kind of put their lives on hold, which was really, really cool.
Wow.
Like, yeah, they're always super supportive of me, and really excited to kind of like see where my career went. It's really cool.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a little brother. He's not into like anything
that
I do. Yeah, he's but he's cool though. He plays a lot of like sports, and yeah, he's cool though. He's 15.
I don't know if this is true, but was your dad in a band called Jillhammer or something?
He was, yeah. Yeah, he's actually still kind of trying to get it going. They have like 1 or 2 albums out on iTunes.
Oh, wow.
They've like been together since like 2006. So, yeah,
That's crazy.
They've been together for
that's like 12 years.
For a long time. Yeah. Yeah.
Does he take it seriously? Do they have like training, like sessions and
stuff?
stuff?
I mean, they've done shows before, and they do like probably like 1 or 2 sessions every few months. So it's not like as intense as it used to be back in the day, but so my dad plays the bass and sings a little bit, and my his friend Chuck like plays like the lead guitar, and he actually just like left his old job and he got like a way better job, so he's probably gonna have a lot more time to
oh, that's so good.
Like rehearse and everything. So yeah, super exciting for them.
What kind of music were your parents playing in the house when you were growing up?
My dad like plays like a lot of rock, and like that like the Jillhammer is like their rock band and everything. It's like Foo Fighters was kind of like my jam back in the day. And my mom is more like, she's like more of a theater person and is into more like show tunes and that kind of thing. Like more musicals, and whenever we get in the car, she's always playing like that kind of stuff. But yeah, so when I was growing up, I would listen to a lot more like rock and like metal and that kind of thing. And
were you a drummer back then?
I actually played a little bit of drums back in the day. Yeah, yeah. I really want to get back into it because I feel like it could really like help with producing and everything.
Yeah.
But it's drumming was super fun. It's so hard. It's so difficult, but it's I really do want to get back into it.
At what age
did
you start like learning drumming?
I was like 11 or 12, so I really only did it for like a year, but my drum teacher was incredible. His name is Kent. Yeah, he's in this band that like toured like Korea and like all these like it was insane. But yeah, he's awesome, and I really do want to get back into it and like take some more lessons. And
have you ever joined the band or thought about joining a band?
No, not really. It was kind of just like always my own thing, and I didn't really have any friends that like played any other instruments. So it was just kind of like me just playing the drums, and at the time I was homeschooled too, so it was more of just like something for me to do with like my just something for me to do like in the times that I wasn't like doing school or whatever. But
at what age did you start homeschooling?
So when I was on Walking Dead, like after the first season that we shot, it like kind of transitioned into like overlapped into like the first like few weeks of school, and none of my teachers were supportive at all. And
Oh, wow.
it was really, they just thought I was like skipping class, and yeah, it was not a fun time. But so that's when like my parents decided to like get me homeschooled and everything, because they didn't know if the show was going to come back, and if it did, they didn't know when we were going to start again, if we were going to start like in another like 3 months, and then, you know, I would just be back like and missing all of school. So I just got homeschooled for the next couple of years, which was super. I became really antisocial and lost all of my friends. It was really bad. That's
Then
kind
you had
of
more time to yourself, right? To
I
do,
guess,
like, music.
yeah. Well, I mean, that was before I like started producing or anything.
Yeah.
So, and I was like 11, 12, and whatever. So, I was that was like more when I like got into, like really got into video games. Like built a PC and everything, and
very competitive.
I'm pretty competitive. Yeah, I'm not like hardcore, but like, yeah, I'll get pretty competitive.
How do you describe yourself back then?
Very antisocial, and like I used to make like these. Of course, I think everyone went through their Minecraft YouTuber phase. So I definitely went through that phase, and it was so bad.
Oh, so you filmed yourself playing?
Oh yeah. I did like Minecraft Let's Plays and like the whole thing. It was really bad. Yeah, I deleted all of that. Don't worry. You won't have to suffer.
People
through
searching
watching
in
that.
the comments.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
did your parents think of the whole thing?
I mean, they did that it was just something that, like for me to do, and eventually like got kind of out of hand, and there was like a bunch of weirdos involved, and so we had to just delete everything, which I'm very happy we got rid of everything, just because now no one can go and find it. Oh yeah, that was bad.
Did you like school back then though?
I mean, for a couple years I was homeschooled, so
Yeah,
that
like
wasn't
when
fun.
you were
but
in school.
yeah, but when I went back to school, it was for like the end of 8th grade, and then like for all of high school, which was really awesome. Like
Yeah.
it was really nice, like being in a very like I don't know, I didn't realize like how social school was, and like how it was less of like a academic thing, it was more like a social thing, and it was really like kind of eye-opening, and really gave something for me to gave something for me to like work towards, and yeah, it was cool. I definitely like enjoyed going through high school and everything.
What were your favorite subjects?
I took in 11th grade I took AP Psychology, which was my favorite class ever. It was that was actually going to be my major if like I had planned on like going to college, would be sociology. Just because I had like loved that class so much, and I had an awesome teacher, and all this stuff was like right up my alley, and I knew it would kind of like help me with acting and everything.
What about it intrigued you?
I don't know, just like the fact that it was I don't know, I just loved like figuring out like the way, like why we do the things that we do, and like why we act differently around certain people, and why it's I don't know, it was just super fascinating, and my teacher was super awesome. He had to like us do all these like crazy social experiments and all that fun stuff, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back, do you like that you did this whole like acting thing and like being homeschooled, or do you kind of like regret that it was like so early on and everything?
No, I'm definitely like very happy that I went.
Yeah.
I like did everything, and I'm still like acting today. Like I finished a couple movies in the last few months, and I'm still like continuing to do that kind of thing. But music is like kind of like really where my focus is now, and where I really like am super passionate about. Because acting is super awesome and it's fun, but I get to really like express myself through music, and it's so cool like putting out like music and like being able to own it, and like it's 100% me and everything. Because like with like a movie or TV show or something, it's like
you're playing someone.
Yeah, and it's like you don't have much like wiggle room, and it's like a collaborative effort of hundreds of people, and it's with music you get to like put it out, and like it's super cool to like see people that are so like touched by like the music and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah, and you're also in a lot of like other different activities, right? Like tap dancing or skiing, like motor. I don't even know. Like
yeah, I took tap dancing when I was like 8 or 9. Yeah, I took tap and jazz. Yeah, and I love snowboarding though. Like that's like my one sport that I will geek out over is snowboarding. It's so much fun. Went to Montana with a bunch of my friends this past winter.
Nice.
And it was so much fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did you get from more of the rock and roll phase to more of the electronic phase?
When I was like, actually, well, yeah, like around the time when I was getting homeschooled, I was like really into like Avenged Sevenfold and Rise Against and like all these like metal bands. And then I'm pretty sure I think me and every other kid that got into EDM found Skrillex, and
So how old? You were like 12, 13?
yeah. I was like 12, and headbanging to kill everybody, like yeah, I want to kill everybody. And yeah, that was it was a weird time in my life, but when I after a couple of years, I really got into like Seven Lions and like more like melodic dubstep kind of stuff, and that's really like what I want to like get into producing more, is like more melodic dubstep. So I do a lot of future bass, and it's fun, but it's like I always feel so generic and boring when I make another like future bass song, and it's fun. I like it, but I really want to like start making more melodic and beautiful chords and everything. And I think it's part of the reason I have so much trouble with it is because I never played the piano or anything, and I know nothing about music theory at all. And it's cool to like be able to write stuff without having to know like any music theory or anything. But it'd be really nice to like be able to know what I'm doing and how to like the science behind the chords and everything. So it's a lot of stuff that I really like want to start doing.
Do you remember how you found like Skrillex and Seven Lions initially?
I think one of my friends showed me "Kill Everybody" by Skrillex, and that was like really what got me into Skrillex, and more in actually Coyote Kisses was like kind of like the OG, and there's this one website called Turntable FM, and I like lived on that website. It was so awesome. It was basically just like an online DJing like thing, so people would like you'd hop in like certain rooms, and then like certain people would be like DJing up on the decks, and they would just be like playing track and like queuing tracks and everything. But it was really fun to like have on in the background to like discover new music while I was doing school or something. And it was that's kind of really where I like found a lot of the songs to listen to today still.
What age did you actually start producing?
Literally a year and a half ago.
Why did it take you so long?
I just like never thought that I could like really do it. I didn't know anyone that produced or anything. Yeah. But I remember Rob, Vincent. I was really good friends with him and CRAY, Cheney.
How did you actually meet them both initially?
Literally just through Twitter. Like I think I'd found like Cheney first, and like I started like being friends with her and everything, and I was like, oh my god, you're dating Vincent? That's so sick. And then we all kind of like played so many hours of video games and everything together.
Oh, that's why, because they're okay. Now it makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and then actually for one of my like school project kind of things, I had to. It was just like a senior project. I had to do something like really big, and it had to like take up at least 40 hours of time, and we had from August until like April to do it. And I didn't really know like what I'd really wanted to do, but since I had been good friends with Rob and Cheney, and I was like, I kind of want to like produce like a song or an EP. It'd be so sick. And I was like, do you think would Rob want to like do that kind of thing and like be my mentor and everything? And he was down, and he like showed me how to produce, and taught me like how to write music and like use all Ableton, all the plugins, everything.
Wow.
And it was super, super cool of him. And I like right after that I like went full force into like producing and making like super shitty demos like everyone does when they first start producing. And then so that was like actually like October of 2016 is when I started.
Oh, okay.
So really not that long ago at all. But I'm it's like going for full force now, and it's like super, super exciting. I have like 14 shows lined up for the next.
Whoa! Oh yeah, I've seen all your.
I'm supporting Boombox Cartel and Red Bull for a lot of those dates, and it's I'm super excited.
Yeah.
It's like it's so nice to like, I don't know, because I've been dreaming about this kind of stuff for so long, and it's so sick to like actually have like music out and like have like a backlog of unreleased stuff coming up, and it's so sick.
Yeah. Didn't they actually go to your graduation? Like.
Yeah. Rob and Cheney like flew out for my graduation, which was that was super, super cool. And they flew out and they stayed for a few days, and I took them around Atlanta and showed them all the cool spots. It was really, really cool.
Was it hard, or what festival was it that you met with them, Skrillex?
Oh, that was a Hard Summer. That was, oh my god, that was like we were it was like all of us like in a group, and we were walking just like through like the artist parking lot to get from one of the stages to the other, and we're just like walking and talking, and then there's just like this like black car in the parking lot, and I'm just like watching it like as I'm just talking, and the window rolls down, and Skrillex just like pops his head out and points at me, and I just like stop. I just freeze. I'm like, I don't know what to do, and then Rob's like, dude, go meet him. And I like run up to him, like, hey, I'm Chandler. Nice to meet you. What's up, man? I'm Sonny. And he introduced me to Boys Noise, because they were it was Dog Blood playing at Hard Summer that day, and that was it was so cool. Like I freaked out. I think that's like one of the only times that I've really like nerded out and fanboyed, and it was so cool.
Yeah, full circle.
yeah.
How do you decide to go by Eclipse when like not your own name?
I really kind of wanted to keep like my fan base from Walking Dead kind of separate as much as possible from my music and everything, because I didn't want people to listen to my music just because it was me. I wanted to use it as kind of a platform to kind of promote and get people to hear my music, but I didn't want that fan base just to be like migrated over to my music and everything. And I've been getting like a lot of like messages on SoundCloud and everything, but people saying that like they just found my music and then they didn't realize that it was me, and it's actually really sick.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the kind of thing that I'm wanting to do, and so I'm really excited to like start playing shows and everything and festivals to kind of start promoting music more under Eclipse and not just as Chandler Riggs.
How did you choose Eclipse?
I was originally just gonna do like the letter C, which was a horrible branding idea.
That's so hard to
it was
search.
yeah, impossible to search. And I was gonna use like an eclipse as my logo for like the letter like C.
Oh, that makes sense.
And Cheney was like, dude, you're a dumbass. Just use Eclipse. Don't use C. I was like, wow, I'd never thought of that. And so I like did some research, and like nobody had taken Eclipse in EDM. And there's like one like Swedish metal band that has Eclipse, but it's other than that, like they're only on Spotify. They're not on iTunes or anything. So I was like, okay, cool. And it worked out very nicely.
How did you meet Jaren Steele? He's like a close collaborator of yours,
God.
right?
Yeah, Jaren, he's so incredible. Like so Sad Key, he's like this incredible, like very low-key SoundCloud producer as well, and he's only put out like 2 tracks, but he's so amazing. I actually played a show with him a few months ago, or last month, and I remember him, like he retweeted this video that Jaren posted of his Pay No Mind remix, and I was like, holy God, this is amazing. And then I found out that he was 14 at the time, and I was like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, what the God? And so I hit him up, and I was like, dude, you are an incredible producer. Like, like the stuff that you produce is so sick. And he sent me a demo a few months later and was like, hey, would this be something you would want to work on? Like, it was supposed to be a collab with Help, but I think it'd be kind of cool if it's something we could work on together. And I took a stab at it, and then he came back with like this crazy intro, and it was super awesome. And then I ended up like moving out to LA a few months later, we worked on it some more. We came up with like a second drop idea, and we have another song right now, and that we're trying to get like a rapper and like a female vocalist for it. Yeah, I'm really excited for that one. But Jaren, he's such an incredible producer and a writer, and he's like, it frustrates me so much that he's literally 15 and way better of a producer than I am. It's so annoying. And Jaren, he's such a cool guy, and I can't wait to see him blow up, just because I know like when he gets older and is able to start like playing more shows and everything, he's definitely gonna blow up, and I'm so excited for it.
How do you choose your artwork and the visuals? Because I feel like they're really cohesive, like so thought out. You have a plan for everything.
Yeah. Actually, literally, I just went on DeviantArt and like looked through like all of the different. I just like scrolled through DeviantArt and was like, went on. I can't remember what exactly I went on, but some like atmospheric or astronomical like category, and just went on there for a while and found this one artist who did these like incredible pieces, and so I commissioned her for my logo, for the artwork, for the EP artwork, and for the singles artwork, and just the artwork for everything basically. And it's it's so nice having like a really awesome epic kind of theme to like all my pieces, and yeah, she's super incredible and incredible artist, and yeah, it's super cool working with her and like having that epic kind of feel to my artwork.
Is that the same thing that you want to do like throughout your music from now on?
I kind of, yeah, just because my music in general has like a simple consistent kind of theme, and especially with this next release that I have, it's kind of like a 2-part story, like through music, and it's not really like a single, but it's not an EP because it's 2 tracks, but it's I'm super excited for it because it's 2 different songs. They're gonna have like different artworks, but it's like a similar kind of theme to both of them, and it's same kind of thing. I'm really excited for it.
What kind of messages or like inspirations are there behind your music?
When I first started producing, there wasn't really anything like specific. Like I kind of just like produced just because I liked writing music. But you know, as I like started to kind of develop more and kind of push my own, and really honestly, like now a lot of the music that I produced, it's like super like sad, low chords, and just kind of like the same kind of like depressing theme throughout the majority of my music. But
is that a reflection of your personal life?
I mean, I'm not like depressed or anything, but I mean, it's definitely like I don't really know. I just kind of produce, and if like some kind of story comes out of it, then cool. But if not, then yeah, it's just like a cool song. I don't know. It's just like kind of how it goes.
Do you have a team now for music, or how are you doing things?
I'm literally just doing it like on my own. I don't have I don't have like management or an agent or anything. And I kind of like being like really hands-on, because like with acting and everything, it's you know, I have an agent, manager, and everyone like that. I have like a very solid team behind it. But with music, it's kind of nice to kind of like really be in everything and like know everything that's going on, get every single detail, and especially like now being in a totally different industry, it's nice knowing every like bit of information that I need to know about bookings and about releases.
Yeah, how do you learn about, because like even the Boombox or like Ray, like how do you figure out how to like negotiate certain things, like starting from zero, I guess, with your music and figure it all out? Yeah, well, Rob's been a lot of like he's been really helpful, because he's been in the industry for years, so he's been really helpful with kind of like telling me what I need to look for and what I need to like include in my writer and everything like that. And it's and obviously like I don't expect to like bring in tons and tons of people to shows, and I don't think anyone expects me to, which is really nice. And with Boombox Cartel and Volpe and everyone, they really just want to like help out with my music and help like promote what I do, because they know that I love to do it and they know that I'm super passionate about it, and it's really cool to like have these people like backing me and helping me out. How did you teach yourself how to DJ?
I had bought like a Tractor S4, I think, like a couple years ago, just to like mess around with and DJ like at parties and things like that. But I didn't really know how, like I could beat match, but it wasn't like, it was not good at all. And like nothing was in key. It was just really bad for a while of me just messing around at parties. But when I moved to LA, I bought like some CDJs and really like sat down and learned like how to mix and how to like make really cool transitions. And Rob has really helped me out a lot with kind of really he's helped me out a lot in that area, and I always like have ran my track list by him and make sure that nothing is too crazy, or everything kind of like stays consistent in my sets, because after going to shows for such a long time, I kind of know like the energy, like I don't know how to like build my sets and how to kind of keep the energy constantly building, or kind of like let the energy die out when it needs to, or kind of keep the genre at least of music just like consistent and not just bounce around between like trap, future bass, and like dubstep, and like not to just like jump to different genres immediately, just kind of like transition into them more. Do
you think acting helped your like now performing, DJing, stage presence?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, well, for my first show, I was terrified. Yeah. I was so nervous. Luckily, my girlfriend was there to like calm me down. Like, it's okay. You're gonna live. Like, it's not gonna be the end. But yeah, no. For my first show, I was so terrified, and yeah, acting did. I knew like once I got up there, everything would be fine. But just like the anticipation of like going up there and doing something that I've never done before in front of like hundreds of people was so scary. But I think like definitely like being in front of people in front of like, you know, at a panel at Comic-Con, definitely like having that experience in my back pocket definitely helped.
How about the Brownies and Lemonade show?
That was super awesome. Yeah. Well, because what we wanted to do originally, it was me, Sadkey, Eli, Jaren, Venin, who are Caesar and Adam. Adam is actually from Sweden.
Oh.
He like flew out for the show, which was awesome. Yeah. And then Xavi, and we all had kind of like wanted to throw on our own show, and that'd be super sick to like kind of do our own thing. And we ended up like putting up a poll like to see like who would all like come out for a show like in LA. We got a lot of like positive feedback from it, but then B&L hit us up, was like, "Hey, you need some help with this?" We're like, "Yes, please! It's gonna be so much."
You're
so
planning
expensive.
on doing the whole thing yourself?
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, and yeah, that was gonna be rough, but I'm definitely. I mean, we had the numbers
so quickly. It sounds like with everything.
Oh no, yeah. But we had everything set. Like we had like 10 different spreadsheets of like the costs and like the budgets and everything for that specific show. We knew it was gonna be like super difficult to put on, but. Luckily, B&L hit us up and was like, "Hey," like we were like, "Please help us." But we're actually planning on doing another one, like fully on our own, but not as like we were planning on doing like a crazy venue like the El Rey or something. But I'm very glad we didn't go that route. And for this next time, we're gonna go with like more like a low key kind of thing. It's gonna be kind of around the time of Anime Expo when everyone's kind of in town. And I'm actually really excited for that one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very similar. It's like, and we're kind of basing it around this brand that we've created over the last like few months or so called Stir the Sauce. It's like this, we're making it into this really multimedia platform kind of thing where, you know, we're starting actually like a Twitch live stream show kind of thing, and where, you know, there's gonna be gaming streams, production streams, and Jaren's mom is gonna give like a life advice stream, and Jaren's dad gonna give like a cooking stream and everything. It's definitely gonna be like really interesting and cool to see how it goes. But we want to like, you know, label that show as like a Stir the Sauce show, and like like for in, you know, when we put on like the show later towards like Anime Expo and everything.
Yeah, that sounds so cool.
And it's definitely I'm super excited for all that stuff, because it's gonna be really exciting, because I'm hoping we have like a solid fan base for specifically Stir the Sauce by then, that we can pull out a crowd just like from Stir the Sauce. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And on Instagram, there's this picture of you with like this, like all the EDM like logos and everything, look kind of like a quilt.
Oh yeah. That was my mom's graduation present to me.
That's
it was like
so sweet.
Yeah, she like got like a bunch of like my shirts that I've collected over the years just from EDM and artists and everything, and like put them on like a quilt. It was really cool. Yeah.
How do you think you've grown as a person since, well, I guess when you started like acting?
I mean, it's really just like, oh man. I mean, the show like Walking Dead taught me like so much about acting, and it really helped me like mature as a person, kind of being around really adults the entire time, and really kind of helped me like kind of put me to where I am today. And I never would have, you know, wanted to move out to LA or any of this because if it weren't for the show or for any of my friends or anything like that. So it's definitely happy where I am now, though.
How do you think your music has changed since the early songs you made?
Definitely more technically advanced. I've got like, you know, instead of like a solid like 30 channel song, it's like, you know, I think my song with Jaren had like around 200 different channels. It was just a very, you know, like I think nowadays my songs are like way more complex, and chords are way better. Like I've got a collab with Xavi coming out that I'm super proud of the chords that I wrote, and I'm so excited to like to put it out and have everything. And hoping for a label release for that one actually. So
yeah,
hoping we'll get it out sometime soon.
What does success look like to you?
I don't know. For me, it's been more of just like having like a solid a solid like fan base of people that are super excited to see what I do next, and who are always gonna like follow me and see, you know, what I do next. And I guess that's a good way to describe it. Yeah.
What would you say have been your biggest challenges so far?
Definitely. I think moving out to LA was like the hardest decision of my life, just because it was at the time I kind of like planned on going to college and planned on getting a sociology degree and everything. Didn't really think about like moving out to LA or really doing anything that I'm doing today. And yeah, like, and the whole reason that I really did it was because when I found out that I was not going to be on the show anymore, it was like June of last year, and that was kind of when I shifted gears completely, and Rob and Shani were like, no, dude, you're going to come out here, you're going to kill it, you're going to like do movies and do shows and everything, and I was like, I hope so. And it was definitely like super hard, like kind of giving up this whole other life that I had really planned out for the next like 4 years, and kind of just like putting it on hold and prioritizing this and like really what I love doing, and I'm super happy with like my decisions, and I'm very happy in general.
What does love mean to you?
Oh man. Love is like really just like caring for someone, and I don't know, having like a solid like relationship with someone else that you can really like talk with them to anything. It could be mom or dad or brother or girlfriend or friend or anything like that. It's and I think that's
I like that. Last question, what do you want to be remembered for?
I really just want to be remembered for kind of doing oh man, hit me with the tough questions now.
Yeah, man. It's all escalating. That's the last one.
I really just want to be remembered for kind of like doing my own thing and kind of not conforming to really any kind of like restriction to anyone. Like, I don't know. I want to do things that people think I can't do, or things that I think that I can't do. I don't want to be like, I never like to feel restricted by anything, or I really just kind of like impressing people and impressing others, and kind of showing people that I can do things that like I said before, that I never thought that I could do, or they never thought that I could do. It's good. It's
I like that. Thank you so much. This is awesome.
Of course, yeah.
Bye, guys.